Hi guys, this is Nathan from Nathaniel Gaming, and welcome to some more Super Smash Bros. Wii U. On Thursday, my friend was talking to me and said to me, "Hey, where's some more Smash Bros. Videos? I'm enjoying them." And I'm thinking, I should do something. And I'm thinking, what haven't I done? And this is what I haven't done. I haven't talked about all the characters in the game, and talked about pretty much nearly everything there is to talk about all the characters, because there are a buttload of characters and probably don't know all of them. I mean, when I first came, I didn't even know who freaking hell the Robin was, or Greninja. I didn't even know he was in the game or all like that. But you learn. So here you go, guys. Hopefully you're gonna learn some few things. So get your popcorn and whatever you're drinking, and get some laptop open with some Wikipedia, because I might not get everything right, but I'm going to tell the truth as most I can, and I have been doing some research, guys, so don't worry. So here we go. Mario is a mascot for Nintendo, like Sega. Sonic is for Sega. Funny enough, he's down there too. He has been in over 200 video games, and it's also recorded that there is not one person who doesn't know Mario. Second character, Luigi. His second name is Luigi Mario, which is the weirdest name I've ever met. Because why would you be called Luigi Mario? So Mario is called Mario, and then you've got Luigi Mario. Kind of weird. And also for Paul Luigi, he's always front of the sidelines while Mario takes all the credit. With Super Mario Bros. U, Luigi does as much as Mario, but Mario's on the title. Where's Luigi? Only if you look to the case, you know. Third, Peach, Princess Peach. She's the ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom, and she has her own video game on the Nintendo DS called Super Princess Peach, and it involved with Umbrella attacking and stuff, and it was really cool. Right, next is Bowser. Bowser is Mario's arch nemesis. Pretty much, if you find a Mario game, Bowser's probably at the end waiting for you, sitting on his throne, drinking some wine, watching some TV, with you failing and laughing at you. And he's known to be one of the easiest bosses to defeat, mainly because normally, in Mario Bros. U, all he did was he jumped in the air, I think it was, and he just ran underneath him. He jumped on a button and it killed him nearly. That's the easiest boss I've ever met. Yoshi. Yoshi is Mario's steed or horse, depending who you are, sort of person you are, depending how you talk about them. Yoshi is known for just being Mario's assistant, helping him jump higher, eating other enemies, and even your friends, depending on what game you're playing. So, and you can also be mean to Yoshi by jumping off him when you're about to fall in a pit to save yourself or kill Yoshi. Poor Yoshi. Next, Rosalina and Luma. Now, these guys are from Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, but she's not in the second one as she is in the first one. And it's also recorded in the storybook where she talks about her childhood, that she could be related to Princess Peach. It's a theory. The game theory. Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. is Bowser's son. But no, that's not also I'm going to talk about. He was a main villain in a game which is my favourite Nintendo game, Super Mario Sunshine, where they are voice actors, and that Bowser told Bowser Jr. that Peach was Bowser Jr.'s mum, and that was the main part of the game, pretty much nearly. Wario. Now Wario's always been one of them weird characters. I didn't even know he existed till Smash Bros. Mainly due to because he's not a well-known character. I mean, probably half of you, if you start watching this and you've never played Nintendo games before, wouldn't even know Wario existed. So Wario is mainly part of some weird games. He's part of Mario Kart. He's part of he's got his own game called WarioWare. But that wasn't much of a game that superstarred him, pretty much. And then you've got side games, so yeah, that's mainly that. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong was actually another Mario's arch nemesis in the old 1981. Yes, we're going back quite a while ago now. And I know it's nearly Christmas, so that's nearly 34 years ago, nearly, counting 2015. Depending when you're watching this, I don't know. But Donkey Kong was Mario's enemy, because what he kidnapped Peach, or Princess. We didn't really have a name for her, so we just called her Princess. And pretty much you had to climb ladders and avoid shit that would be thrown by Donkey Kong, which were barrels, not mainly, but sometimes they drop barrels in weird way, and sometimes fireballs, and sometimes drops will kill you. If you took like a large drop, you'd die. Diddy Kong. Now, Diddy Kong was not meant to exist, actually, in some terms. Now, there were Donkey Kong Jr. The second Donkey Kong had Donkey Kong Jr., where Mario captured Donkey Kong, funny enough, and Donkey Kong Jr. had to rescue Donkey Kong, and that was mainly the goal. Obviously, there again, though, that was an arcade game, so it looked really weird, and nobody knew what it looked like. So Nintendo told the creators of Donkey Jr. to draw him like the way they look now, and they drew him like Diddy Kong is now, with a star on his shirt, the hat, and all that. But Nintendo said to him that I don't like how Diddy Kong looks like, what he looks like. So you've got a choice. You can either redraw or choose a name for him, but not call him Donkey Kong Jr. Have a guess what they chose. Yeah, they chose to give a different name. They didn't want to redraw it. They couldn't be asked. Right, next is Little Mac. Little Mac is, I think he only won from one game, and that were Mike Tyson's Punch Out on the NES. Now, what happened was, you went round training to be a boxer, and you started off easy, and then you worked your way up to Mike Tyson, and it's a really hard game, actually. And the referee actually looks a bit like Mario. Some people say it is Mario, but just taking it like a different job. I don't think it really matters, but just want to throw that out there. But his name's Little Mac because he's shorter than pretty much nearly everyone. So you start off with Glass Bottle Joe, and then you end with Mike Tyson. And do you know what, guys? He's 17 years old. How old is Mike Tyson? And a 17-year-old versus Mike Tyson? He's got to be pretty good, or on some very good steroids to beat him. Next we've got Link. Link is from a different game series, not the Nintendo series, which most of these guys have actually been from, apart from Little Mac, which were only in one game. Link has his own series called The Legend of Zelda. And I always thought Link was Zelda, in a weird way, because he said The Legend of Zelda. We've got Super Mario Bros. And that is, the main character is Mario. So does that mean that Legend of Zelda, the main character is Zelda, but why is it Link who's the main character and you rescue Zelda mainly? Or will he taking down Ganondorf? Sorry guys, I went back there because it were saying that it's going to turn off, so, but I'm not going to let it. Don't go there. But so pretty much, yeah, Link pretty much saved Hyrule, which is his home, I think, country or town. And that were, no, it's country, yeah, country, land, whatever. And you pretty much stop the world from being taken over by Ganondorf, or I like to call him Ganondorf, just to be funny. And Zelda helped you, and that was the main thing really Link did. Right, next we've got Zelda. Zelda is pretty much, as I just said with Link, she's like the princess of Hyrule. And in Ocarina of Time, she pretty much is like a prophet in a way, because she tells you what she saw in a dream, and she thinks it could be the ongoing future. So, and it's Link and Zelda on the reason, but they're both children, so Link has to go 7 years ahead and get to a grown up, and then they save the world from Ganondorf after he's taken it over by touching the Triforce. Whew, right, Sheik is this is going to be a bit of a spoiler if you intend to play The Legend of Zelda, but I'm just going to tell you, Sheik is Zelda, as you can tell by the hair actually, a bit. Zelda turns into Sheik mainly so she can protect herself from enemies. So if Ganondorf is near, she'll go into Sheik mode, just so, like, so she's not like spotted by Ganondorf, because she has part of the Triforce as Link does and Ganondorf, and the three combined will make the Triforce, and when you touch it, it gives you a wish, and obviously Ganondorf's wish is to take over the world, so Zelda don't want Ganondorf to get her hands on it, so she turns to Sheik, and that's the least unexpected. And I like how they put Toon Link next, which is from The Legend of Zelda. Toon Link is just Link. Let's get that out there straight away. He's in quite a few games, but he's most recognised in Wind Waker. But the thing is, it's Toon Link, because obviously it's set out like a cartoon. But Nintendo were hoping they were creating a next gen thing, cartoon shading characters. So Toon Link, they're hoping like everyone would take on board, like GTA being cartoon version and Call of Duty like cartoon version in a way. So Nintendo, they're hoping to create something new, but it worked. It didn't work, if you get what I'm saying, because like it's used still for some games, but it's not used by everyone. So obviously, I call that a win-win on both sides of me. Right, next is Samus, and now Samus is a breakthrough actually for Nintendo too. This was showing how the world it was not sexist. Nintendo, like mainly men, I'm just saying, created Samus, and the thing is, the person inside Samus is a woman, and this was a breakthrough for Nintendo because obviously it showed that they weren't racist, and that's what this is a demonstration, obviously not being sexist people. I'm just saying, and that's really it. Right, Zero Suit Samus, she's obviously a character who is, well, I'll show you her. Right, obviously she's a bit of a woman, like, I don't know how to explain her. Obviously she's got blonde hair and all that, but she is a bounty hunter sort of person. What happens with her is she'll go around in the suit and shoot other people, shoot other like monsters for like bounty hunting thing, and you're hunting for mainly something called Mother Brain, which I think is like the brain of what people are, and I think she considers that like a government thing. I'm not sure really. I haven't super got into the Metroid series, which if you want to go check out Samus and Zero Suit Samus in the game, because to go play some Metroid, there were a new Metroid called, is it the Lost M? Yeah, that's what it was called, the Lost M, and that was I heard that were a really good game, so go play it if you're interested. Right, next we have the two characters which I haven't played the game series for, funny enough. We have Pit and Palutena. Now, Pit is the guardian for Palutena. He protected, and he protected like the place where they live. And Pit is from Kid Icarus. It's also on the 3DS, a game. If you have the 3DS and you don't know what Pit is from, it's from Kid Icarus, and I think it's on Kid Icarus Uprising, which is on the 3DS, which you can go play. I can't really tell you much about it, but that's really what I know. And she has light arrows to mainly protect the world, like a bow, pretty much. And that's also in Legend of Zelda 2. Palutena is the goddess of Pit, so she's the leader of Pit, and she's also leader of the cloudy skies, whatever the thing. I think she's the goddess of skies. I think that's what she's known as. And I can't really tell you much about her either. She had a TV show once, actually, if you want to know that. It was called Palutena's Revolting Meals or something like that. Probably go look it up on the internet. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but she had a TV show where she had made awful meals, and it was quite funny. So next we've got the next three characters: Marth, Ike, Robin. Okay, so Marth looks like a woman. Let's just begin with that, I swear. And she is from Fire Emblem, and it's mainly to do with, it's like a sword fighting game. And same with Ike. I think they're just both from the same like I don't know what the word is, like brotherhood. Let's just say it like that. Right, next you've got Robin. Robin's like the wizard of this the game, and what he can do is his electricity powers and spells, and he mainly reads his book and he's got a lightning sword pretty much. And that's really all I can tell you. Duck Hunt Duo. Duck Hunt, I think, is like He's quite an old character. Well, he's an old character. He's an old character. Like, no doubt about that. He first appeared on the NES as like an annoying dog. And what he did was, you got a gun, and because Nintendo actually sold like fake guns you could use for video games, so it's like an accessory. And you plugged it into the NES. It allowed you to shoot like, it provided like a light beam which shot at you. You shot at the TV. And you tried to shoot the ducks, pretty much, it considered. And they were a bit dodgy, the guns, but if you could get it off, it would quite well. Work well. And like, if you shot a duck, the duck will come flying down and the dog will grab it. I don't know if he either ate it or I think he was just like hunting and they're going to bring it to you so you can make duck pie or something. And if you missed, the dog would pop out of the grass and laugh at you. And there was also a myth where you can, well, I don't know, it could be true. And it could be fake, that you can actually kill the dog, and I don't know if that's true or not because I haven't played Duck Hunt. I have played on I have played it a bit, but I haven't played it much, so I don't really know. Next is Kirby. Kirby's obviously from another series. Wow, we're gonna mention a lot here. He's from Kirby, which is actually what is the name of the series, and pretty much he was the first person to endorse a new power where you ate somebody and you got the power. And he lived in Greenland, not like the country actually, but his name was Greenland, mainly because what they did was it was released on the Game Boy, and the Game Boy colour, or the colour of the game, like when you played it, it were all green, so they called it Greenland to make it seem like you were actually fitting in with the thing when it was just actually what it was. So kind of a scam. King DD is actually part of a TV show, like with Kirby and Meta Knight. Wow, keeps nearly wanting to go off, doesn't it? From King DD, and I don't think I talk about Ganondorf, but you know what I mean. You know what he's pulling out there. By the way, sorry guys, I just realised that. Right, yeah, King DD, yeah, part of the TV show, and also he's like one of the main enemy, I think, of Kirby. But actually, in the newest games which are releasing, which is like Kirby on the Wii Adventure, I like that actually. It was really fun. You could play as Kirby, King DD, Meta Knight, and Waddle Dee. And Kirby ate people and got different powers. King D used his hammer, Meta Knight used his sword, and Waddle Dee used the spear. And that you had to work together and collect these parts. It was a bit like Super Mario Bros. And U and Wii U and the Wii version. All pretty much Mario games that involve collecting them coins or medals or you're collecting. Meta Knight is a knight. Well, yeah, obviously. But he's all. I think meta means metal, but he's just knocking the L off. Just to make it easy to say, because if you had to say Metal Knight, I think it'd be a bit annoying. And especially when you say it, you sound like you're saying Meta Knight anyway, so they just call it Meta Knight. And he can fly, he can like teleport in a way, and he has a golden sword, which is considered like a really good weapon. So there you go. Now we're going on to a new series with these two characters, Fox and Falco, which is from Star Fox, and that's obviously Fox's game. And well, you played as Fox, I think mainly. I don't think I ever showed really much. We played as, and you were in the ship and you had to shoot the other ships on the other side. On your team you had Falco and Slippy Toad and Fox. I think that's who it was really. I'm not sure if there was anybody else. I'm not like, I haven't played it. And you flew. Oh no, I think it's a Corneria. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. And next, my easiest thing to talk about. Well, it's the hardest thing to talk about because everybody probably knows it. Pikachu. Pikachu was, I think, in America there is this parade. They have parades with floats and big balloons. In 2001 or 2000, between them, Pikachu was a big balloon. Like we're going around America on a float, pretty much. I think like that. I think like an American parade. I think it was during Thanksgiving or something like that. I'm not sure. Or Mardi Gras. No, it might be Mardi Gras. I'm not sure. But there were a parade and Pikachu were a balloon. Next is Charizard. What happens with Charizard is that he's obviously a big orange dragon that sprays out fire, and pretty much he's the starter Pokemon. Probably most of you knew this, but that Charizard is his ultimate form. He starts with Charmander, then Charmer Chameleon, and then Charizard, and that's obviously then Charizard. Obviously, I can't really say much more. Lucario. Now Lucario, I didn't know what Lucario was. I didn't know what type he was. He seemed like a fighting type, but that was only because I knew him from Smash Bros. And I looked it up, and he's actually a water Pokemon. And I found this interesting when I was reading it. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. But he's blue, so that kind of evidence. But he seems more like a dog or a wolf. And he seems like a psychic. Well, like if you look at that picture, it looks like a psychic type. But no, I guess he's a water type. Right, Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is obviously just like Kirby and shit like that. Now I think they only bring Jigglypuff back just to add to the roster and adding more Pokemon characters to it. But he has the same functions as Kirby, except he has different moves where like Kirby eats, Jigglypuff puts people to sleep with the songs, and that can be annoying. But her powers aren't really that good, and she's a fairy type, so I don't know what that really provides in a battle for you. But okay, I don't know. And she's one of the worst characters in the game. I do not know why they keep bringing her back. Maybe some people like her, but more people hate her just because like she's taking up space of a character that could be in like, I don't know. Wouldn't you like to see I don't know. I guess wouldn't you like to see like other characters in the game? Maybe. I don't know. Think about it. Now, Greninja has some history, and probably a lot of people didn't know this. If you've played Pokemon, I think you're on the 3DS version, which Greninja is in. One of the 3DS games. Greninja is considered a ninja, and it's a frog, and it's a water type, but it's a frog and it's a ninja. Now, in Japan, they consider a frog more of a ninja, so it's like a ninja animal, we'd say. So it's obviously since it's a Japanese game, Pokemon. There you go. So that's pretty much sums it up really easily, actually. Next, another series that we're going to be adding to the roster, Earthbound. Now I haven't played Earthbound, but I've heard is it an RPG sort of thing, a bit like Pokemon is. We walk around as Ness, and I think you just do stuff. I'm not really sure. And one of the enemies is called Porky, but it's not even a pig, or I don't have any references to a pig, so I don't know why it's called Porky. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Right, Captain Falcon, another game series. Captain Falcon is from F-Zero, a kind of like racing game, which is a bit like Mario Kart, but it's like more hovercrafts and like turns and twists and thrills, as I say. That was mainly like it. I can't really say much more. So as you can tell, he's more like a pilot jet thing, and his car is called the Blue Falcon, which is kind of cool. I like that name. It's blue, and it's Captain Falcon's car, so it's a Blue Falcon. Simple. Right, next is Villager. Now Villager, all of you are probably gonna say he's like well, I don't know. Some say now. I heard somebody tell me that some people think it's Minecraft, but no, it's not a Minecraft character because they put Steve in here instead, wouldn't they? They don't put a villager in. As cool as it would be to see like Steve in this game, just saying. But no, Villager is from Animal Crossing, which is another game series. It's a bit like Minecraft and a bit like Tamagotchi Life in a way, so it's like them two games combined, or Simpsons Tactile way in a way. You have your own island, and you do what you want to. You can put houses on it to make your island popular, and then you can run around it and have talks and shit like that. But Village is also for another game on the NES. Now probably if you go onto the demo page on this game, there is a balloon, or what's it called, like balloon fight or something like that, and you like you fly these balloons and you land on other people's balloons to pop them and kill them and get points for it. That is Villager flying them like balloons. So there you go, maybe you didn't know that. Now Olimar, Olimar is from Pikmin. Now I've played Pikmin, but I never got into it, and I never saw what the big interest is in it. But Olimar is considered like on Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Wii. It's considered one of the worst characters in the game, even worse than Jigglypuff. Now they've actually made him a bit better in this game, making now Jigglypuff the worst character in the game. But that really, Wii Fit Trainer Wii Fit has been curing obesity, balance, doing some like flexibility in a way, and all sorts of other stuff, and it providing interesting games while playing, and some even stuff for old people and young people to enjoy together. Good job, Nintendo. I applaud you. Shulk is the most uncommon character in the game. Shulk is from Xenoblade Chronicles, and there might be another Xenoblade, but I'm just going off what I know. And you play as this is actually one of the longest games I've ever seen. So if you have a lot of time in your hands, like guys, I swear you can't complete in one full day without stopping, because it's so big and it's fun. What I've heard of it and what I've seen of it. But if you are a YouTuber, maybe not do a let's play on it because it's quite long. Then again, though, if you're looking for an episode that'll if you're looking for an episode that will never end, a series that'll never end, maybe, or take a long time to end, that's your game. Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario is now people think he's just Mario as a doctor, and it's just a rip-off. Just trying to throw more characters in. Now, Dr. Mario were in the Melee version on the GameCube, and pretty much what he did was, it's a bit like Tetris actually, funny enough. And that pill, what he did was, you got these viruses in a jar, and you had to line up. It's like a bit like an X42. You had to get the colour of the virus lined up with the with 3 same colour pills on top of that virus or under that virus or whatever. As long as they're linked up in line, they can't go diagonal. Yeah, diagonal. You can go vertical or horizontal, but you can't go diagonal. And you had to just line them up, and then you killed it. After you killed all of them, you won obviously, and you go on to the next level. But if you obviously don't want to fill up your jar and have no space left to move, and that's really it for Dr. Mario. You could also play 2-player or against a computer. It were on the Game Boy, NES, and probably other. It's also on the Wii, but it was a better version. So, and that was quite cool. You could go online with that too. So, if you want to get like a good Dr. Mario game, go on the Wii and go on WiiWare on the Nintendo shop. Right. Then you've got Dark Pit, pretty much just the evil version of Pit. There's not much else. It's same dark arrows and it's just the fighter for evil. Who Pit's probably trying to defend Palutena from Dark Pit, pretty much, I think. Lucina's from Fire Emblem, like Marth and Ike, and saying it's just like a team in it, really. That's all it is. Against like enemies that I think try to attack a castle. I think that's one of the ways. Pac-Man. Now this one's an interesting one. Pac-Man was originally meant to be called Puckman. But obviously, Namco were clever enough who created Pac-Man, thinking that if they called it Puckman and people lost, and they were so pissed off with Pac-Man, Puckman, that they vandalise it and call it Fuckman. And I'm sorry to say that, yes, that is true. So they changed it to Pac-Man, and what can you call it now? You can call it Fac-Man, but it doesn't sound the same. So, and also pretty much he's just a big guy who eats ghosts. Well, when the ghosts chase after him. That's pretty much all I can say about him. Right, Mega Man. Mega Man is quite a hard game when you first play it if you don't like. But it's one of the simplest controls I've ever met. Press A to jump and B to shoot. Well, if you're playing on the NES. If you're playing on like something like the Wii U or something like that, I don't know, it might be a bit harder. But on the NES, all it was, you had a D-pad, A and B, start and select. And that were it. A and B. You pressed A to shoot, A to jump, B to shoot, you move the D-pad to move along. It's a 2D side scroller. Press start to bring up your menu, choose an item, then you press B to use that item. Simple as, and that is what I say is good controls. Not all this Mortal Kombat where you're pressing these different buttons to do, or combinations that are super hard to remember. All you need is pressing B to shoot one bullet at a time, and like on a game that is hard, and that's why I call it a good game. Next is Sonic. I'm not a big fan of Sega actually. Okay, yeah. Okay, pretty much no. Sonic is I've never been a big fan of Sega, but and the Sonic game. But the first 3 Sonic games I found were really good. But Sonic 2006 or Sonic I think it'll call Next Gen. And funny enough, I think it'll plan to be like a really good game. But the problem was they had a release date. They set a release date before the game was made. They said 2006 and some month, and I'm not sure. I haven't really done lots of research about Sonic, because I knew pretty much this much. But Sonic 2006, I got the game, and I was stoked for it, because I love them first 3 Sonic games. I'm going to get Sonic 2006. And they set the release date before I started making it. So they had to put it out, or they'd be like lying to the public and they'd lose them. And they put it up, and it was terrible. It's one of the worst games in history, and I swear Duck Hunt is better than Sonic. And like pretty much all them games that I've just read out, F-Zero, Zelda, Mario from Nintendo, Animal Crossing, Kirby, Pokemon, all them games I've read out is better than Sonic 2006, just because you run half your speed. I can actually, guys, do you know what? I love. But my main point is I could probably run faster than Sonic in that game, and that's no joke. Or if you want to be more realistic, Danny, he's bloody faster than hell. He should be in the And next is Mii. The Mii's planned to be in the NES, but he didn't have a function for it because she's obviously nowadays the shitter days I call them, when you put a game in, all this home menu, and then you choose what you want to do. Do you want to go to the store? Or do you want to go click the game? Do you want to go on the internet? Do you want to read a book? Do you want to chat to your friends? Do you want to look at all the new games that are on deal? Do you want to know how to do all this shit? Why do we need all this shit? What happened to where NES, you got cartridge or disc for some of the consoles like CDI and shit like that, you shoved it in the slot, pressed that, shoved it, the bundle like buttons back, and the game came on, title screen, 1 player, 2 player, click whatever you're gonna do and start playing. That were a video game time. Not all this shit with the home menu. Oh, do you want, and all these shitty updates as well, guys. I thought I might as well rant about this while I've got time. Well, no, I actually haven't got time, but still. Fucking all these updates. Why do we need all these updates? When you buy a game, it should already have the data on the game. Why does it need to update? Leave a comment, guys, why it needs to update. I think, I swear, guys, video games back with NES, CDI, and some people say them games were shit, but I swear I think they're best games ever. You stuck it in the bloody slot, pushed a button, came on, title screen, and that's it. You played the game. When it's done, take it out. None of this shit. Xbox, turn off. None of that shit. None of having to hold pissing button for like 20 seconds. What happened? What has happened, guys? I swear. And it makes me think, was that a better time? Leave a comment what you think the answer is. Do you think 1981 games where you shoved cartridges in to a slot and pushed a button to get the game on were better? Or do you think that all these shitty updates that take really ages to download? So what you're saying is then, guys, think about it. You know, it's saying like, oh, you can't download this content because you do not have good internet connection. So if you have no internet connection, you're complaining of these games. Disgraceful. Okay, guys, I've been Nathan from The Final Game. Thank you. If you watched all this video, you are amazing. And thank you. So please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you next time. Peace.